and I'm asking for your support as I run for governor, because I believe economic inequality is the issue of our time. And with your help, we can do something about it right here in Massachusetts. I stand before you today proudly as a lifelong public servant. It's something I learned from my father, who signed to fight for his country, and my mother, who later joined him on the front lines of the civil rights movement. When I joined the Navy, I proudly followed the footsteps of my father, who served in Korea, and my grandfather, who served in the Battle of the Bulge. When I came home from Iraq to raise my family, I decided to run for mayor of my hometown, Newton. When I took over as mayor of Newton, my city was in financial crisis. With the hard work of a lot of people and a focus on outcomes that matter for our residents, today we have a $20 million rainy day fund, and we are one of the few communities in Massachusetts with 2 AAA bond ratings. Massachusetts continues to send great leaders to Washington. Leaders like my cousin, Elizabeth Warren, and the rest of our delegation. But at the same time, the politics on Beacon Hill seems to be stuck. For too long, we see state budgets passed together with one-time revenues and gimmicks that give the illusion of fiscal prudence. We careen from one budget crisis to the next, while programs are slashed and too many priorities are ignored. With heads seemingly buried in spreadsheets, the rallying cry and the biggest goal of our current governor seems to be, we just need to get to next year. As President Trump and the Republican Party work to overturn the accomplishments of the last 8 years, we as Democrats must do more than just say what we are against. Democrats, it's time to stand up clearly and loudly, with conviction, about what we stand for. The platform that you're about to vote on is a good opportunity to do just that. Democrats know that a single-payer healthcare system is the best way to ensure healthcare is a basic right for all people. Now, it's time to make that plank in the platform a reality in the Commonwealth. Our platform reaffirms our unwavering belief in public education. We must support families with young children to provide a strong foundation. And if we continue to insist that students take on crushing debt to get a college education, we will never be able to end economic inequality in the Commonwealth. Democrats, it's time to make public college free in Massachusetts. As citizens of Massachusetts, as Americans, as Democrats, it's time to ask ourselves, what kind of Commonwealth do we want to be? Will we keep our promises to previous generations? Will we live up to our obligations to the generations to come? Will we leave the world better off than we found it? These are the questions that my wife and I ask ourselves when we think about the future we are creating for our own children. These questions are not just about good policy or strong economics or managing a government bureaucracy. These are moral questions.